In 1934, William Kilworth purchased about 25 acres in the South Sound area and immediately deeded the property to the Tacoma Area Council of Boy Scouts. World War I veterans, who were members of the Tacoma Rotary, built the centerpiece of the camp the next year in 1935, the rustic-style Rotary Lodge. Over the decades, several other supporting structures were built, including an outdoor amphitheater that looks out over a dramatic view of South Puget Sound.
I mean, that was the height of the Depression, and here's the Rotary, Kilworth and the Rotary, putting money into something like this. They felt like it was that important, and I think that's only grown in importance.
It has served thousands of scouts and young people. It has provided education of historical sense, as well as providing basic skills and actual life-changing experiences.
Today, the property and its shoreline are one of only two places in rapidly growing Federal Way regarded as a highly sensitive environmental area, and the high bank coastal forest on the property also serves as a wildlife corridor.
Federal Way is a fast developing area, and there's so little left of the native environment. It's a second growth forest. This area was all logged in the 20s and 30s, but it has come back and it gives you a good idea of what succession is, how the trees return.
Since we have so many major developments in our area, this is a one-of-a-kind, beautiful, open space that is valuable not only for the wildlife, but the historic sense, and our historic places need to be saved.
The Scouts owned and operated the camp for over 80 years, but due to declining membership, their operations at Camp Kilworth ceased in 2016. In accordance with a stipulation in William Kilworth's original 1934 deed, ownership of the property now reverts back to the Kilworth Family Foundations. Local advocates are concerned for the site because the buildings, including the historic lodge, currently sit vacant, unheated, and unmaintained. Local advocates also feel it is important for the property to remain an open space dedicated to education, as the Kilworths always intended.
The hills and the trees and the water and the lodge, it's just a really pretty setting, and it's something that we cannot recreate. It's very unique, and it's one of our assets, and it's one of the things that we should be very, very proud of and do our best to keep.
I've lived here in this immediate area for 45 years, and so I know the importance of the land, and just to have these open spaces where we can disconnect from our busy lives. When I come here, I think I'm so grateful to be able to have this space in my little city, in my busy metropolis city, so we can have a balance in our lives.
I think a lot of people in Federal Way, especially our newer citizens, don't realize that we have historical places in Federal Way. But we do have them. They're just kind of hidden. You have to know where they're at. We've only been a city since 1990. To me, it's important to show the public, to show our citizens that we do have a history. We've been here for a long time. We might not have been a city for a long time, but we've been here for a long time.
And it's just an area that we would hope could continue teaching forest skills, environmental skills, as well as just a good place to unwind and gather. Maybe put the phone away for a bit and see what's around you. There's nothing like being there, and that's the value of keeping these old buildings. I mean, whether they're theaters or lodges, there's a presence to them when you step in that it just emanates off these buildings, that years of history and use and caring.
The camp has provided formative experiences for many over the years, and has the potential to continue as a meaningful and historic educational environment for the community if the right stewardship arrangement can be found.
It's always been used, not just Boy Scouts, but Girl Scouts, the local church camps, community meetings. They used to have sunrise services. There are so many uses that we just know that this property could continue on. It could pay for itself. We know that there's enough activities, both education-wise, community-wise, to make it viable and keep it into the future.